Hello. Um, let's- Hey, how's everyone doing? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Good evening.
Good evening. How's it going?
Very fine.
We'll probably just wait for probably till like 5 minutes past 5 on my time zone before we fully kick off, just in case there's anyone else who's joining in. Let me look at the doc and fill in some agenda items. Okay, I see a couple of new faces. If you'd like to introduce yourself, that would be great, just so that we, just a couple of introductions. It'd probably be a great way to start off. Does anyone want to go first?
Yeah. Let me go first. So I'm Emmanuel, a backend developer from Nigeria, and I'm an open source enthusiast.
Okay, welcome, Emmanuel.
Yeah.
Hi,
Anyone
good
else?
evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I'm Mayo by name. I'm a cloud engineer. So based in Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
Welcome.
Oh, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I'm John Paul. I'm a DevOps engineer based in Port Harcourt.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Hi everyone. My name is Elijah. I'm a software engineer based in San Francisco.
Okay, welcome, Elijah. Peter, do you want to go? Okay, so welcome. So this is the Africa Dev meeting within the Kubernetes committee. Basically, I think it's a monthly meeting, if I'm not mistaken, where we just come together and discuss on how we can grow as a community. We don't have much on the agenda for today, but if you have something you want to talk about, something you want to add, I would share the doc again in the chat for people who don't have access to it. I hope this is open to everyone. Anyone will do anything. Okay. Yeah, so sharing the link to the to today's agenda. So if you have something you want to talk about, or yeah, where is chat? Okay. Yeah, so first thing is we are trying to curate like an intro, like a document for people who are just getting started in Kubernetes. It's does anyone want to take notes though? So that just in case we discuss anything, I've already sort of filled in what's the does anyone want to volunteer for note taking? I could do it, but does anyone want to volunteer? Okay, I thought I had someone. 6th of October. Okay, so we have. Yeah, so. I'm trying to find the link to it so I can also paste it in chat. For people who are just getting started in Kubernetes, just that's been the most frequent question we've had on the channel so far. So we have like 1 point for anyone who might want to, pick up their learning. Trying to find the link to doc, give me a second. Okay. Have a link to. So I've posted the link to the doc. So if you have like very good, like you have like good resources that really helped out, that would be really helpful for someone who's just starting, or you're just starting and you'd like some references of like some good points on where to start. We've already started filling it. It's not comprehensive yet, but we hope to grow it over time. Just has 1 book actually. And sorry, let me just 1 second. It's open to everyone. Okay. So if you, let me pin it in the channel. If you have like resources that you've used that are really helpful and you think, others should take a look, especially people who are just getting started in the beginner-oriented doc, add it in. Yeah, pretty much, that's pretty much it. Then KubeCon is coming up in 2 weeks. So possibly we could make a plan around hosting a virtual like watch for people who would not be able to attend in person, which would be great. So it's sort of like just a Zoom meeting like this, but the virtual KubeCon thing is playing in the background so that people can chat and make comments and just to give it a community feel around it. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Anything they would like us to talk about?
Okay,
So
I
far?
want to comment. I want to comment on the getting started with Kubernetes stuff. So I
Okay.
recently passed the KCNA certification. So, but
Congrats.
yeah, thanks. So the certification is, there are not many courses for like a standalone course that I can take to pass that certification. So maybe I'll be sharing, because I made a post on LinkedIn about the materials I used to prepare. So I'll share that if that can help anyone.
Yeah, sure. You could
Yeah.
create. I think I'm not sure the document is open for editing right now, but I will change it so that anyone can edit.
Maybe I'll paste it on the chat. I'll just get it from LinkedIn. I'll just paste it.
Okay. So we could create a new subsection under that, like intro resources to Kubernetes, and then this is some CKD materials for people who want to take the exam. So yeah, thank you for that. Does anyone else have like, you could talk about, oh, this is why you're here, so we have a feel of why people are joining, how we can help them, how best we can help them, just anything. If you have probably this is what you're looking to, how you're looking to grow by joining this community, or this is what you're expecting. It helps us. This is so far, like we just started, so we don't have a lot of structure. We're sort of taking it as it goes. So if you'd say, oh, this is what you would expect from, people who are sort of leading the community, it really help us to know, okay, this is how we can help people.
So I think I just shared the link to the.
Okay, I'll paste it in and I'll open the doc so that
So
more people can
basically,
edit.
like, the reason why I'm here actually is just to learn from the community. I'm
Okay.
interested in Kubernetes, so, and I feel this is one of the best communities I should be a part of. So right now I'm actually preparing for the CKA exam. So I'll welcome any help, any advice, any tips from someone that has gone through it to be a welcome stuff. So that's basically
I would ask in the chat. I myself have not written the CKA exam, just the CKA, which you've already written, but I would still ask. I think Bakari has. Is there anyone here who is not on the Slack channel? You should join the Slack channel so that you get other info that might be happening asynchronously. Okay, doesn't look like there's much to discuss. Aside most of what covered, I'd like to highlight a couple, like a couple of programs, but I can't remember which is it. I think LFX is already done. But yeah, if you're planning to contribute to some stuff next year, this is always a good time to get started and stuff. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone else have anything? I guess we could end the meeting early and get back sometime if no one else has any other thing. Okay, someone posted in the chat, Somtochi, I've always been curious what a dev experience engineer does. Does it mean you just maintain like tooling? Yeah, so I don't know if it's the same at all other companies, but particularly at Weaveworks, it basically means that you work on tools for developers and advocate those tools, right? For me, mostly it's Flux. I'm a maintainer of some parts of Flux, the notification controller, and it's both sort of a mix of engineering and advocacy, because I don't do much of writing, but I have written a blog post once, and I'll be giving a talk at the upcoming KubeCon. So that's what it is at Weave. I don't know if it's the same everywhere, but yeah, it should be more like you're working on tools for other developers. So that's why, like, you have user experience in like UI UX, where you're sort of you're concerned about like your users. But in this case, our users are developers, right? So we have like a Slack channel where people come in and ask questions, when they are using our tools. They're mostly devs, not just devs though, DevOps people, cluster admins, kind of stuff. So we basically try to make that whole experience good. So the tool we're working on is open source. So mostly it's around open source maintainers and advocacy, but it might be different somewhere else. That's what it means to me. Inka, I don't know if that answers your question.
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Hi, Somtochi.
Hello, Zahid. I hope I got your name right.
Yeah, actually, I remember we chatted, I think it is sometime last year or last 2 years on Twitter.
Okay.
where I was
Okay,
inspired by your talk you gave on contributing to Kubernetes core, if I remember.
okay.
Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
telling you about how I want to like begin contributing to open source. Particularly, there's this Quarkus, it's a Java framework for cloud native. So
Okay.
long story short, I actually got to contribute to the Quarkus framework through through Google Summer of Code. Yep, that was this year, 2022. So I'm actually here because it's open source. Yeah, so I want to learn more about open source, and so I'm very curious about Kubernetes, but I'm actually thinking that, oh, okay, I have to learn Go before I can maybe contribute to Kubernetes, or maybe is there any way I can contribute to Kubernetes with Java or something, or maybe do I have to like
You got cut off at the last bit, or I think
okay.
you got
Okay.
you got so you've successfully contributed to open source, a JavaScript open source project this summer of code. So that's a milestone. Congrats.
Yeah,
At least you've crossed a line. So for Kubernetes, you said Java. Did you say Java or JavaScript?
Yeah, it's Java.
Okay, Java. So I'm just going to do a quick checks in Kubernetes. So a lot of Kubernetes is written in Go, and also something else. If you sort of want to go into like cloud native stuff, like cloud native tooling, a lot of it is written in Go, but it doesn't mean that. I'm looking at the Kubernetes repo, so I'm just making a quick search for like JavaScript projects, but I can't see any really. If you really want to contribute a lot of code, they have like the Python. Let me go to Kubernetes 6 just so I'm sure there's nothing. So if you are just curious, just in case you're curious about the project and you're wondering if they have some repositories in other languages, you could do a search on GitHub.
Okay.
Yes, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. But yeah, a lot of it is written in Go. If you want to do, Kubernetes has like a lot of heavy documentation that is like a non-code, and they have like release teams. This is like more of coordination stuff and management. But I think if you really want to do a lot of, you could I think Go is a fun language. It's not a particularly hard language to learn, especially if you've been programming for some time.
Yeah.
So it could be a good opportunity. But if you do a search, there should be, at least I would hope so. I'm not sure. I can't see any right now. I can see Go, I can see JavaScript. Yeah, I can't see much in Java, so you might have to. Like, you could use it to learn Go, like, could be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. I'll do that.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, so to add to that, definitely with most of the KS projects is Go. But if you want to like get an intro into the cloud native space using any language, check out OpenTelemetry, yeah? Because OpenTelemetry has projects across every language you can think of. Since they need to get logs, metrics, and traces for different stacks, every language. So you can check out the OpenTelemetry project on GitHub. That should help.
Oh, thank you very much.
Definitely, you will still need to do some Go if you want to contribute to a lot of the cloud native tools.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I just Yinka said you mentioned LFX mentorship. It's still ongoing, just completed this month, the first month. Oh, are they still, can people still apply? Like I'm also looking for open programs that people like, you'd want to possibly remind, community members to apply for them before they close. But congrats on getting into. Possibly we should be doing some shout outs for people who like go through these programs and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I think a few of these organizations, they don't wait for like LFX mentorship, because I think if you go to the mentorship page, I think a few of these programs do have like organizations that are always like open for contribution throughout the whole year. So you don't have to like wait for LFX mentorship. I think I saw a few of them, but I think some of them are in like Python and C. So I only know Go, so I couldn't just apply to the Go.
Okay.
And then I think one of the difficulties that I faced when I started was I think there were like a lot of things that I had to like check out under the Kubernetes organization repositories. So it was kind of like difficult to find a few things, right? So for example, the project I'm working on, Kibano. So one of the enhancements I'm working on is on logging, right? So I had to like find a way to look at how logging is done in Kubernetes related projects, right? So when I went to the project to kind of see how logging is done, a lot of things were not obvious, right? So I spent about a week trying to like understand how logging is done. And then there's some like parts of the code that were not documented. And then when I tried to like check the issues that led to those parts of the code, maybe from pull requests and stuff, I think many of those pull requests were done by people like maybe like Asians and stuff. So maybe because these people are not like maybe native English speakers. Yes. So it was like difficult to like understand why some decisions were taken, right? So it was a little bit difficult at first. So I had to like go to the login Slack channel, this structured login Slack channel, to ask questions, and then, you know, before I could start like understanding, to start to understand. So it was a little bit like difficult. And then another thing I discovered was that there's some part of the code that were like some ARChy stuff were done. So maybe like the person that wrote the code just did a little bit of ARCs to get the stuff working, right? So it was like kind of like difficult. Even my mentor, who is currently mentoring me for my project, he had to go over the code himself like several times to be able to like give me advice on what to do to be able to do something. Yes, it was just like but other than that, I think my mentor has been like super helpful. Like there's this feeling I have that is like trying to make me like succeed. Like, so I'm very, very like thankful for that. So
yeah. So I think part of contributing, right? You don't actually have to work on pull requests. If you find something that you think might be improved, even if you don't have time to improve it, you could like open an issue or ask on like, you could, let's say it's a documentation issue, right? You could like say on the Seed Docs channel, like say, oh, this is not very clear. Although most of what you're talking about is code, like I'm just giving an issue. You could go to the related channel, like talk a bit about it. If it's obvious that this is an issue, then you say, okay, can I open an issue for this? Like, just so it's like more visible to, you know, people. There's Kubernetes code base is a lot, and I don't think there are sufficient people working on it. So just so it's more visible to them that, oh, there's this issue and, you know, someone needs to fix it, even if that doesn't have to be you, right? So I think you should be like, it's good that you're noticing these things, or you could also go a step further and like try and open issues, you know, talk to them. If it feels like something that someone should take up and fix, then yeah, you could open an issue for it. But yeah, it's always good to have mentors who are invested in your growth. So congrats on that. Yeah, so let's see. Do we have any other thing? Envy, do you have anything to say, Elijah? Do you have something to add
nothing
on?
much. So I saw a great thread on resources on the in-depth channel, so I copied it and I
Okay.
did paste on our Slack channel. I think I don't have access to Slack on this laptop, so probably I would add it to documents later on. But I think those resources are great. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to keep an eye on what's going on there. They usually share like good stuff. So thank you. Yeah, we're about 30 minutes in. Does anyone have something extra to say? Extra questions? I'll take that as a no. So Andy, do you think we could close the meeting here if we don't have much to say, right?
Yeah.
Possibly we should plan ahead. I don't think we had a lot of planning around what we wanted to. Some good Go resources. Yeah. Okay. We could. The Go playground is normally like good to get. Go tour. I don't think it's Go playground. Sorry. Go tour. Let me see if I can get the link. But we could make like one doc, right? With intro Kubernetes resources, intro Go resources, and yeah, so thanks for asking this, we'll make it a section in the doc. So more people have like we have 1 point for like everything getting started with stuff. Yeah, but just so I don't leave you hanging right now, I'll just share. So this is Go Tour, like just quick. It's not doesn't take too long. Unless it has changed from what I remember, but it's like quick intro. Sort of like a good base to get started. If anyone else has good resources, I would put this in the doc, but just for the person who's asking now, we could paste it in. I know I read a book somewhere, but I can't remember what it was. Elijah would probably be a better person to give some audio.
To what?
He's asking for good resources on Go.
Oh, okay. Did you send them Gopher sizes?
Oh no, I haven't. I didn't.
Starting chat. Yeah, I did like 2 or 3 exercises on gophersizes.com when I was learning Go. Then if you're coming from a Python or really
Your mic's a bit bad. I don't know. We can't hear you clearly anymore.
Oh, maybe is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
So I was blocking it. So yeah, I said if you're coming from a Python or C or C++ or even any language as a background, you won't have a lot of work to do to start working with Go because of some of the way that it was designed to, like, in a lot of programming languages, you have like 2 or 3 or 4 ways to do something, but in Go, you usually just have one. So yeah, it's a much simpler language, but there are some concepts that you just need to understand, like Go routines and all that. But a week should be enough for you to get up to speed. And so the link I shared in chat, if you can start with that and reach out if you need additional help.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I just found a link to one repo that has a bunch of Go stuff, including tutorials. So I'll share that too.
Yeah.
And you can put some of these links in the doc under like a different head.
I wanted to ask. It looks like most of the links we're not getting to the docs. I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to take notes, but somehow I'm falling behind. Thank you. So yeah, data structures, databases. Okay, this is a lot. Well, I don't think that link I sent is good for a beginner. It has like so much stuff. You can't discard it. Resources, ebooks. Okay. Mm. Yeah, a lot of stuff in it is for people who are already writing. It's like hybrid and stuff. Mm. Okay. Yeah, so does anyone have any other questions? I keep asking. Sorry, does anyone have any questions? Possibly would like announce earlier so that give the people more time to think about it. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we could call it quits for today. Thanks to everyone who's joined. And yeah, that's about it. See you in a month's time. So, and is this
Yeah,
meeting
bye.
monthly? Is a monthly meeting, right?
Yes, it's a
Um,
monthly meeting.
Okay. Wow, yeah, for like once a month we should have more stuff. So yeah, we should probably start to think about what we want to discuss like a week in advance. Just yeah, so I think we could end here. Possibly our takeaway should be that we should prep what we want to like talk about or work on during this time slot. There should be enough stuff for like once a month. So I hope you all have a nice, it's almost the weekend. So yeah, have fun. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.